So what happened to your dad, and how did that affect you today?
Um, so I guess might as well tell the full thing. So my dad, he lived in Vegas, came down the weekend of, got there September 9th. And the crazy part about it is he came to my school because I gave him my keys because he was staying with me for the weekend. So anytime he comes in town, he usually stays with me. And I just had moved into like a new place. So we went to my aunt's. He came in town because my aunt actually had a 50th birthday party.
Okay.
So he came out for that celebration. And so he comes into town, and we are leaving. We're leaving my aunt's party. We're driving, and I don't know if you guys know where Johnny's is. You guys ever had Johnny's beef before? It's a real good beef spot.
Okay.
Out west.
Yes, out west.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just like his favorite spot that he goes to. So we go and get beefs. We do all that. Me, him, and my little sister. We come back to the house. We eat. And my dad is supposed to. He's saying he's about to go outside with his friends because everybody's still out here this the weekend.
And this is September 9th?
This is September. At this time, September 11th.
Okay.
That Saturday, September 11th. And we get back in the house. He says he's about to go, and I'm just like, "Are you gonna go?" And he's just like, "Nah, I'm gonna just stay here at the house with y'all." So me, him, and my little sister, we're watching TV. We all fall asleep. It's probably about 3:15 in the morning. He wakes me up. He says, "Nika, get up. I'm about to go ahead and go." I said, "Okay." All right. He says, Deja gives her a hug. He says, "I love you." He said, "Nika, walk me downstairs."
Now, who is Deja?
Deja's my little sister.
Okay.
So we were all together that night. He says, "Nika, walk me downstairs." I say, "Okay." Put on my stuff, walk down the stairs, open up the door. He said, "I love you." I said, "I love you too." Give him a hug. Walk in, see him walk to the car. I walk up the stairs. I lay back down on the couch. I hear like 4 shots go off. I get to my phone. Me and my sister, we jump up. I say, "Deja, call Daddy, call Daddy." He ain't answering. I say, "All right, get in the car. Let's go." Get in the car. I turn around. I'm on a block. I'm on Polk. I turn. I make a right turn. I see that there's tape crossed off. Park my car in the middle of the street and jump out. It's a lady on the corner. She says, I said, "Do you know, is that an older guy?" He said, "Nah, baby, that's a young man." I said, "It's a young man with dreads." I said, "My daddy look young." I said, "He may not look his age." There's a police out there. I tell the officer, I said, "Excuse me." I said, I said, "My dad doesn't answer his phone. He just left. Just seen him 2 minutes ago." I said, "I'm going to call his phone." I said, "Can you just look in the car and see if it says Nika on it?" I call it. Officer comes back. He said, "I'm sorry, baby. It's your dad." So I went from giving him a hug, telling him I love him, to having to call my grandma and tell her that her son was just killed and we don't know why. My dad was an innocent bystander. He was going home. And he was only going home and left earlier to make the Bears game with his buddies in Vegas.
Damn, shit. Sorry. That's wow.
I'm so sorry. What gave you the inclination that when you said you heard those shots? Thank you, Auntie.
Hey.
You okay?
Yeah.
You said you heard 4 shots, I think you said. How did those 4 shots hit your spirit to feel like that might be your dad? How did that come about?
Because my dad never not answered his phone for me.
He never not answered his phone for you.
I talk to my dad 5 times a day, literally. 5 times a day when I wake up in the morning, on my way to work. If I sleep over the time that if I'm not going to work that day, I will wake up to 10 missed calls saying, where you at? Are you okay? I ain't talked to you. He will call my cousins, my grandma. Have you talked to Caneka? If I sleep past an hour over time, I talk to him 5 times a day.
Wow.
I've never not talked to my dad. This is the longest I've ever in my life been without my dad.
Wow.
So those 4 shots in that 5-minute frame, I got to sit and try to call his phone, and he wasn't answering for them 5 minutes. I didn't know my dad was gone. Then when I turned that corner and I seen that car, I knew I was never going to talk to him again, hug him again, tell him I love him, tell him I appreciate him. My dad was my everything. He's the only person in my life that has ever done everything for me. When people talk about dads, they say, nah, they're not there. They don't take care of their kids. My dad took care of his. He took care of his, plus anybody else's that called him dad. He was there for it.
Wow. Wow. Wow.